This pair is actually it's harder to clean than the first one. You know, it is what it is, but I mean, you know, you get what you pay for. So as you can see, my Yeezy Pods are extremely dirty, and I was originally gonna make this video and title it "A Week Wearing My Yeezy Pods," but I'm definitely gonna change that into 24 hours in my Yeezy Pods because, as you can see, in the 24 hours that I've been wearing them, I kind of come to the conclusion on how I feel about these. So in this video, I'm gonna go ahead and break down the pros and cons for you if you're either on the fence of buying them or you're still waiting for yours in the mail and you're kind of debating on, are they even worth it? So without further ado, let's get straight into it. So in my 24 hours, I really didn't do anything crazy. I went to the gym, and that was kind of my first concern was, are they going to stink after I'm done working out? And honestly, no, it didn't stink afterwards. And I was also gonna try and test them in the sauna, but I just thought that that wasn't a good idea because I know how my regular socks would feel in the sauna, and I think that these would be very similar. However, I did take them out and I put them in the locker. I went in the sauna barefoot, and then I came back out, and that was one also my main concerns was, is it gonna stink and am I gonna have to wash these and things like that? No, I was able to put them on fairly easy, even with my feet kind of sweating, and I continued to walk. Well, I left the gym, and then I went to go do other errands. I went to DTLR, and I went to go to Target to go pick up some stuff. Now, I went to DTLR. Now, there wasn't any odor on my feet or anything like that. You know, also walking on the concrete, people gotta have that misconception. There's actually a insole inside the shoe with the outsoles as well, so you're not gonna feel anything you know, with the concrete or things like that. Now, I do live in Texas, so I definitely did experience all 4 seasons in one day. So it also did rain on me while I was walking in these Yeezy Pods, and honestly, I thought it was gonna be way worse than what it was. I definitely felt the water on my feet. However, my Yeezy Pod didn't feel like it was soaked. You know, it wasn't the same feeling as if I were going to be walking in my regular socks and the water was going to get on my feet. Everybody knows that awful feeling of you getting your feet wet in your socks. It's just terrible, and I don't even want to imagine it, right? So honestly, I was fine wearing my Yeezy Pods in the rain. Now, would I recommend it? No, but if you ever get yourself caught in that situation, don't be afraid. You're not gonna have anything to worry about. It's not gonna ruin the shoe. You're not gonna feel any discomfort or anything like that. Now, my next trip was to Target, and if you've ever been to Target, you can understand how cold it is in Target sometimes, especially in the grocery area. Now, like I said, I've experienced all 4 seasons in this 24 hours due to the Texas weather, but this was the first time that I've actually felt like the temperature was an issue when wearing my Yeezy Pods. When I entered Target, it felt like I literally had to look down at my feet and realize, oh, I still have shoes on, because I felt that breeze coming through these pods. It was cold. I didn't really like it. You know, obviously I felt barefoot. You know, it wasn't the most pretty feeling. So that was definitely a con that I had in Target. Now, another thing that I also want to point out while going to the gym, going to Target and all these other places, are other people's reaction. I think that's also kind of like a thing that I feel like people are also worried about. How are the looks that people are giving you? What is the attention like? And honestly, it was honestly the same as me wearing one of my other expensive shoes or one of my other unique shoes. You know what I'm saying? It was kind of like, oh, he has those? And then they kind of just kept on looking. Nobody approached me. Nobody asked me how do they feel. What are those? I've had more what are those on some of my just rare pairs instead of my Yeezy Pods. So I don't think too many people are going to be that concerned with these. Now, I did look at myself in the mirror, and again, I was wearing basketball shorts, so it still looks a little bit weird, but honestly, I think if I style them a little bit more, which I'll have a video, I'll have actually a couple more videos relating to the Yeezy Pods, so I'm gonna do a video, I'm probably gonna go after this video, to go ahead and go to the thrift and style them, and I'm also gonna do another video with me doing a full workout with a certified personal trainer, aka my mom. So you guys can just see the full performance of these bad boys if you're interested in any of those. So just make sure you like, comment, and subscribe so you can stay tuned for all of that. But back to what I was saying, I think eventually these are going to be a societal norm. I think everybody will be comfortable. I think a lot of more people will be wearing them. It's similar to how when the Yeezy slides and the foam runners all came out. I feel like I was on top of it when all of these new products were coming out. I'm actually a really big fan of Kanye, a lot of his products as well. So when the first Yeezy size came out and they were going for about $400, and again, I resell shoes, so I've had, you know, even specific clients who would only buy Yeezy products. And I showed it to him and he said, no, I don't want those. Those are ugly. And I was actually like, you know, low-key just begging people to buy this because I'm like, whoa, this is supposed to be the hottest new thing out and nobody wants it. Everybody was saying it was ugly, that they're jail shoes, etc., etc. So I ended up keeping them for myself. I ended up going to a girls' party and all of the girls made fun of me. And now, you know, months later, a year later, everybody was coming back to me begging me to buy Yeezy slides for me. So you can see how the tables have turned. You know, it is what it is. Same thing with the foam runners. I was one of the first people with the foam runners and people were like, those are seaweed shoes, those are jail shoes, those are slave shoes. And, you know, months later, everybody came back to me, bro. So I think the same exact thing is going to happen with the Yeezy Pods. Now, again, these are much cheaper. Well, not really much cheaper, but they're cheaper and more accessible to get compared to the Yeezy slides and the foam runners. So there's not really an aftermarket for these, you know, maybe $20 at most, you know, of an upcharge, and that's just to get the shipping faster because people are still having not received their pairs, you know, are still waiting on them. So I'm glad that I've already received mine in the mail, but I know there are still people waiting on theirs. But yes, I do think that these will be a societal norm. Now, I wish that they would go ahead and fix their production problems, their shipping problems, because my original thought with the Yeezy Pods, and this is what my thought process was, because I wanted these to replace my beaters. So these right here are my protection pack. These are literally one of the first protection packs before they re-released them. So this was like the $600 version. And as you can see, I damaged them really well. I beat them to death. Yes, I wear my shoes. Now that was the same plan for these because I've had Yeezy slides and my Yeezy slides shrunk in my car due to the Texas heat. And then my foam runners, I left them at this event and this reseller has them right now. He stays an hour away and I just haven't made the time to go pick them up. So I just need something that's easy to slip on, and I've been using those, and now I transfer to these. And now obviously I can't do this because my last activities in my 24 hours of wearing this was walking my dogs. And we have this little like dog park, and it kind of has like the little like rocky area and where my dogs will play, and I play fetch with them and then they'll bring it back to me. Now obviously I can't control my dog's movement, so there's gonna be a lot of times where my dog steps on my shoe or steps or just jumps on me, and that's where most of these stains have came from. But even when I was in the gym as well, if somebody were like kind of too close to me and they kind of stepped on me, you know, I think this is, I really don't even know where this stain come from, but like I said, it's very easy to get these dirty. Now, however, it is just a sock material, so I think just a simple scrub will get all of this off, and I'll actually include that closer to the end of the video because I know a lot of people will be kind of curious to see what is the maintenance like on these Yeezy Pods. And worst case scenario, I'll probably just throw them on the wash, but honestly, I don't think I'll do that because I'm already starting to see kind of like the threads coming out a little bit. And again, this has only been a 24-hour wear and I haven't done anything except the things that I've mentioned, going to the gym, going to Target, and walking my dog. So these are definitely day-to-day activities that I was having the purpose of my Yeezy Pods just for something simple to slip on. Now, originally when the Yeezy Pods were first announced, I thought it was gonna be similar to how Supreme does their drops. So how they do it, every Thursday they'll have the new drop of the week, but they'll have the socks and the Air Forces that come on every week, so you're able to repurchase these every week. And I thought that they would do these with the Yeezy Pods since they were that cheap, and I thought, you know, it was gonna be simple, easy to make since obviously it's just sock-like material. You know, so I thought it would just be easy to produce. Now, obviously, as we've seen with all of the delays and people still not receiving them, that's definitely not the case. But if they fix on that and they're able to just mass ship these, mass produce these, and just get them out pretty quick, and they do it like in seasons, I wouldn't mind that at all, because it's only a $20 product. So, you know, maybe once every month, once every 2 to 3 months, you go ahead, give Kanye $20 and get a new pair of Yeezy Pods. And throw your old ones out. I wouldn't mind that whatsoever, and I would honestly continue to repurchase that. So honestly, I want you guys to let me know how y'all feel about that in the comment section. Do you think that's a good idea, or do you think that's like the route that they should take? Because honestly, if they do that, honestly, I would have no complaints on these whatsoever. But realistically, you know, just keeping it real, it's a $20 product, and the way that my lifestyle, I'm not the biggest sock guy. If I'm just going to run everyday errands, it's kind of just a pain, because I'm always losing socks. I'm always, you know, trying to find a matching pair of socks, people stealing your socks, etc. I just like stuff to just slip on, go about my day, and then come back to the crib. And these definitely serve that purpose. Now, obviously, I don't think they will be able to maintain a lot of wear and tear, but if I was able to just, you know, every so often just drop $20 and get a new pair, that would be phenomenal. But in my personal opinion, for how I like to wear them and my lifestyle, I think the pros overweigh the cons. And do I think they're worth $20? Yeah, you know, they're $20. Would I pay more? Honestly, the most I would pay for these is probably $50. I wouldn't pay any more than $50 for these. But if I were to pay $50, I would definitely wear them less than how I plan to wear them now, because I continue to plan on wearing them how I've been wearing, just going to the gym, doing my day-to-day errands. This is just going to be my new errand shoe if I just don't feel like putting socks on, because honestly, it's still comfortable at the end of the day. I love them. And if you want my initial reaction and kind of like my full unboxing and review, I have a whole video on that I did first, so you can go ahead and check that out too. But they're comfortable. And the only con that I really had in that video was that I kind of just have to like constantly adjust it so that my feet kind of line with the outsole. And it is what it is, bro. It's $20, bro. So if you don't got $20, it ain't no real reason to complain. So the next part of the video is I'm just going to go ahead and I'm just going to put a clip of me trying to clean these. And that's going to be it for the video. So, excuse me. That means it's time to go. But let me know what y'all think about the Yeezy Pods. How y'all feel about my review? Do y'all think they're worth $20 after hearing all of this and after watching my other video too? So let me know all that. And with that being said, I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace. Here are my Yeezy Pods. I already wet my brush, and as you can see, there are some obvious marks on here. So I'm gonna go ahead and just spray this down. Not spray this down, drip it down. I don't know, whatever you want to call it. And just get to scrubbing, bro. As you can see, bro, there's already some like wear and tear, and I've only done so much. So see, that was coming off pretty fast, but you can low-key see that there's already a permanent stain on here. But I mean, realistically, I really don't care. Again, it's just really unfortunate that it takes a long time to get these, because if you're gonna make, you know, a somewhat cheap product, you know, not saying the quality is cheap, but it's a $20 shoe in a sense, right? So I would just be able to want to rewear these. So this kind of just gets like the obvious ones out, but there's definitely going to be still some dirt marks here and there. So it is